All right, this is a follow-up to the case-by-case proof. This one doesn't fall out as easy, and we can see why in a second. So in class, what we're going to do is we're going to try that first same approach. This is the in-class assignment that we're going to do, and we're going to find out quickly that assuming 7x plus 5 is odd and trying to arrive at x is even is going to be hard. So what I'd like you to do in class is to assume 7x plus 5 is odd. That's my no. That means that 7x plus 5 is 2r plus 1 for some integer r, as we did in the last proof. And I'm supposed to show x is even. That means my last line is supposed to be, therefore, x is 2 times a, where a is, and I have to fill in the blank. This is my known where I start. And what your goal is to try to get from the purple to the fill in the blank. The problem is you are working on this set of integers, and you're not really supposed to divide by things. And if you do divide, you have to show that whatever your division is going to be a result in an integer. And so I'd like you just to fool around and see that it might not be impossible, but it's messy and hard. So start there. And if this is Wednesday, pause the video here and go to the in-class assignment and fill it in. Now, we're going to prove this, and we're going to use something called the contrapositive approach. And the contrapositive is an equivalent version of the statement we already had. Sometimes it's easier to work with. So what is the contrapositive? You can go to your book. I believe this is chapter, just check in the book what chapter this send you to if you're a reader. You know, I'm not a reader, so what's nice about reading everything in the book at first get-go is that you'll have everything mapped out ahead of time, and reading is a good way to get to that. This is, I believe, in chapter 2, writing out the contrapositive. You can look in the index if I have that wrong. But what I'm going to give you is the ESPN highlights of what contrapositive is. If I have if, no, then show, if P, then Q, it's the same as if not show, then not no, if not Q, then not P. So the statement I have to prove is equivalent to the statement of taking the Q and just replacing x as not even, and replacing the p with 7x plus 5 is not odd. Well, the nice thing about integers is that not even means something. It means odd, and not odd means even. And so I can replace these puppies with, if x is odd, then 7x plus 5 is even. Now I have something that I can do that's very similar to the problem I just did. I can make a substitution. So here, if x is odd, then 7x plus 5 is even. Follow the steps of the proof guide in the in-class assignment and turn in at the end of class. So if this is Wednesday, then pause the video here and actually turn in this in-class assignment of just filling in the proof guide and getting to the end. And Dr. Williams, if I'm not there, will walk around and make sure you're filling in the proof guide correctly. I will ask you to bring your headphones in so you can go back to the first proof and see how to put in the details. And I think all of you should arrive at the conclusion. So this will be your first proof that you do all the way through from beginning to end. Other than cadet doula.